See, there are a lot of different kinds of sales guys. That's what I learned, right? And different salespeople, they enter at different stages of a customer's buying journey. But let me differentiate the great sales guys versus rest. So before that, let's understand how the customer's need gets developed, right, in a very structured format. Now, this is what I would say I learned from a Neil Rackham book, okay, and I then try to ingrain that in my learning. So let's assume there's a 2 by 2 matrix. On the x-axis is the need development stage of the customer. So that's the x-axis, and the y-axis is the intensity of pain. Okay. So in the first scenario, the customer's world is status quo. That means customer is happy. Customer feels my world is perfect. After some time, the customer realizes there is some trigger, some pain, some problem, or some aspiration. But the customer feels no, it is okay. I can. This is still good enough. Okay, my current world is still good. After some time, customer realizes no, there is a problem, but I can still live with it. After some time, customer realizes no, it's a bigger problem than I initially thought. So I need to start thinking. This is how the customer perceives. And over a period of time, customer reaches to a stage where customer says enough is enough. I need to take an action. Okay, so this is where that customer's pain reaches to becomes a requirement. So initially it was a status quo, then over a period of time that intensity of pain starts increasing and it reaches to a stage where the customer says, oh, enough is enough, and customer accepts there is a requirement. And this is where the customer then reaches out to vendor 1, vendor 2, vendor 3, right? Vendor 4. And most sales guys enter at requirement stage. Now, what differentiates best sales guys from the rest? So best sales guys actually they enter early in the game. They enter when the customer is going through the pain, right, or going through his or her aspiration. Now the key part, they understand that customer is at this stage of the decision making, so they don't unnecessarily try to pitch the solution because they know the customer has still not reached to a requirement stage, or the intensity of pain has not reached to that level that customer will decide. But these great sales guys, they help their customers define the problem. They help their customers, share some of the industry best practices. The way they ask questions which create customer urgency. The way they share information which creates customer urgency. And the key part, they are also not scared of challenging their customer in a very professional manner. Right? And this is where the customer realizes that this guy is not a normal salesperson. This is where that customer starts perceiving the salesperson to a sales professional and eventually to a consultant perception. This is the key difference. So basically, average hardworking sales guys enter at a requirement stage, whereas great sales guys enter when their customer is at a pain stage, or a problem stage, or a dissatisfaction stage, or a concern stage, or aspiration stage. And this is where when the great sales guys, when their deal reaches to a finally requirement stage, the customer always has a soft corner for that seller. And eventually that seller also has acquired a lot of knowledge about the customer world, that there is a much higher probability of his or her proposal getting accepted. And eventually the great sales guys win more, they have more respect from their customers, and also they win not only consistently, but they also win at the right price point.